change something. Okay. Let's make sure that we have a picture. I don't have a picture. But that's easy enough to fix. Game auto. Maybe I have to move. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's move around, move around, move around. No. Interesting. Okay. Well, let us either delete you or change your source. I've got a capture window. I've got an automatic. Automatic ain't working. Let's try another game auto. Let's try a game capture. We'll call it Was not expecting that. Hey, it worked. Okay. And now we can just take and put you right down there. Okay. And of course, we need to capture the Minecraft sound. And if we don't have the right sound, we need... There we go. That's our sound. And then our music will be whatever it is that we can come up with over here. I need to go to my... First, I need to go to here. And then I got to get everything in. Oh boy, this is a process. It is a process. All right, media, music, streaming. Where's my music? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Boy, I am really disorganized today. What can I pick as quickly as possible because we do not have enough time to spend fiddling around. I hear a bird squealing out there. Or is that a kid? I like the deeply chill. We've done it before. We don't like the... I don't know if I've ever tried the Game and Chill cinematic. Let's just give this a try. I guess the cinematic kind of threw me off. Okay, we now have music. Now, if this will load, I will go to my studio. I don't think this is going to fit for music, so I will find something different. If anybody has joined, welcome. I am still in the middle of getting everything up and running. I'm a little slow today. Music will be from Slipstream. Alrighty then. And let's go. Did I do moods before? And then I went to like chill. And then what? They had a whole thing over here, I think, somewhere. Suave. Spring cleaning, cozy gaming, lo-fi piano, music for cleaning. Ooh, what is Soft House Electronica? That work. Now we gotta get it so you guys can hear it. Alrighty, will you let me pick Soft House Playlist, Slipstream. Alright, how's everything looking on this end? Okay, go down a little more. Okay, now we need my link, and we are ready to rumble. Alrighty then, where in the heck is my hookity dookity? There it is. And I have got to get off my rumpus and make sure that I actually edit these things properly later. I have been putting it off, being a very bad boy, and not getting my stuff done I need to be doing. Okay, so that can be closed out. Do we have anything else that we need to get rid of? Not that I'm aware of. Okay, and everything appears to be running. Let us move around a bit. Ooh, bit of choppies going on here. Alright, we appear to be running good. Okay, but we're running out of FPS or RAM or something. Oh wow, we chopped way down to 11, 9. Eek. I don't know what I can do to fix this, if I even can fix it. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this very short and somewhat early episode of ChillCraft. I can only squeeze in an hour today. I was supposed to work from 2 to 4 p.m. and then she changed it to 4 p.m. So now I'm trying to get a stream in here between 2 and 3-ish. And I was going to do some Iron Golem farm testing because there was a post on Aristotle Gaming's Discord that somebody wanted some help getting the iron farm up and running. I don't do Ares iron farm. I do my own design. Hey, you know, you gotta do something different than other people, right? And I haven't tested my design to see how it works. I don't think it's as good as Ares. I don't know. I can't say, and I don't know if it still works. We're in 121.5 right now, even as we speak. I am having some performance issues. I do not know how the stream is going to go. I do not know if it will crash or not. So this is a bit of a test stream, as well as being able to figure out later, hopefully next week, whether or not Iron Farm, my design, will work in this stream. And maybe we'll take some time to try to build Ares Iron Farm. I mean, why not? I haven't tried it yet. I might as well give it a try, right? But no commitments on that. We'll see what happens. Today we'll just do a little tiny bit of building over there where we left off last week, and I think that'll be a good stream for today. So let's get into it. Need my chat overlay so I can see if you guys say hello. Alright, let me know if anything on your end is not working correctly, or doesn't sound good, or whatever. I need to know. Appreciate your help with that. I can tell you right now that this is way too freaking choppy. I don't know why it's so choppy, but it is. We have some new mods we're trying. We've got a new villager mod I have absolutely no idea how to use, and we've got a waystone mod. So we're going to be trying to use some of these mods at some point, but right now I'm not sure if we can even run the game. It's a little choppy. It should not be this slow, so I might have to try to do some adjustments. May very well turn out that there's some things that I'm going to have to remove or disable or turn off or do differently. I don't know. One of the things that we are going to do differently, not differently, one of the things that we are going to do when it comes to the Iron Golem stream next week, at least that's the plan for right now. That might change, but we're going to figure out why this is happening. Let me get back up there again. I'm not paying attention to where I'm stepping. Clunk. See, Iron Golems are not supposed to spawn like this. Once there's one spawn, there's not supposed to be any others that spawn. That's not supposed to happen. There's too many here. And they're not being triggered by anything like a zombie or anything else. So we need to figure out what mechanic is making them spawn here so that we can take advantage of that mechanic and use that in our iron farm. Because they're not supposed to spawn this many in one area like this. It's supposed to register that there's one there, and then they don't spawn another golem there because there's one there already. Alright, if he went back inside, let's double check that he is in his place. Okay. We're going to lock him in. We'll take a nap out here for right now, and then we'll take care of these zombies. One of the reasons that I didn't remember this, but one of the reasons that I got this backpack mod is because it has a built-in sleeping bag. Because apparently Comfort's mod has not been updated. Well, also I've got another problem. They haven't updated replay mods. So now I neither have Comfort's mod nor replay mod. I have to use flashback, which I have never used before. So I have no idea how to use that. And that's going to be a whole thing. Alright, we've got a couple of missing leads that we've got to find. A couple of golems that got free that should not have gotten free. Get rid of these guys. Alright. Looks like our leads did end up in our inventory, so that's good. Alright, next question is, how do we pick a villager up? So, let us go find a villager and attempt to pick him up. I can interact with him, that's fine. What happens if I crouch? Aha! So, it is a crouch click. Okay, perfect. We now have a way to go about picking up villagers, courtesy of the mod Click Villagers. And we'll add that to our list if we can continue using the mod. It could be that one of these mods is slowing down my system, and if that is the case, then I won't be able to continue using it, obviously. Because right now my FPS is not stable and far lower than it should be. I should be sitting right about 2030 at the low end. It shouldn't be any different than that. So if I'm not sitting at about 2030, then something is slowing me down. I've got some golems fighting with me and not going with me where I intended. Okay, so that should clear up things a little bit, but they respawn quickly. That's the other thing I've noticed. Something about the layout in this village, and this was even happening in, you know, earlier version when we were 121.4. It makes them spawn incredibly quickly, and they're not even being triggered. The villagers aren't even being threatened by anything. They're just immediately triggered, and then all of a sudden we've got golems everywhere. Now all the villagers are being stupid and going down into here where I don't want them to go. Let's go see how many villagers we have to rescue. Oh dear, we're missing a block. I don't remember how far down we've gone into this. Alright, we're using some free cam use here, and we're going to see if there's any villagers stomping around down here. I've got a zombie. I don't see anything here. Okay, well then I think it's clear. I don't think we've lost any villagers down to that giant abyss. I have yet to find myself near a village where the ground is perfectly solid underneath. This is my old bed here. Okay, so I think last time... Ooh, we got a block. Let's go find out what we've lost. Oh dear, can't get up. Can't go, can't get up there. Where's this darn block? I just saw it a second ago. Did it get picked up by my backpack? A scoot maybe? I'm not sure. It was there, then it wasn't there. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we figured out we're going to have the entrances here in the middle. It's not going to work any other way. I don't like that. I want them in front. But that's what we're going to do. That's what we've decided. So we're going to make our building same design that we've been using. I don't remember where I put all of my materials. I think they're all moved back home, so we just need to get a bunch of acacia wood and we can work on it. I'm not seeing a lot of chop going on right yet, so we'll keep going. I'm not only trying click villagers, I'm also trying another thing called waystones and another thing called C-list. I don't know if I need both or if I want both or what. C-list is supposed to let you save a list of coordinates, and oh, we need a magnet for my backpack for sure. And waystones will let me set waystones. I don't know if it'll put waystones outside the village. I have grown accustomed to when I find a village in all the mods, I have grown accustomed to having a waystone somewhere outside the village that allows me to have a list that I can, anytime I go to a waystone, I can go to that village real easily. The disadvantage to it is that Distant Horizons doesn't like it, and I get some weird rendering errors. And I don't think that's ever going to be resolved, so we're going to have to live with it forever. Alright, do we have the ability to make... And what is all of this red that I'm seeing straight ahead of me here? I'm seeing a bunch of red. Or is that just the dogs all in purple? Oh, and speaking of, we need to zoom in. Yeah. Okay, that's the dogs. All right, let's see if there is a way to do. We don't have JEI or Jade on here, so we don't have any way to access. But we can see if we have anything that would make us feel like we would have a magnet. That's another thing. I should probably put JEI on here at some point. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna show me anything. Different kinds of backpacks, but I'm not seeing if there is a magnet. We did do the crafting table. That is a delete slot. That's a fluid tank thing. We will go to sleep here in just a second. So I might need to install some kind of a mod for... Wait a minute, here we go, Meganet. We need a template, blink upgrade, couple pearls, and okay, easy enough. Let's see what we've got in my inventory here. Do we have any? I think all of our lapis is, oh, we got a couple of pieces here. We got a couple of, we only have one pearl. Okay, well that's not good. We can't do the magnet then anytime soon. We'll have to wait till we get another pearl. And I don't believe I have any other pearls anywhere else. I could let the game run for a minute or two here at night. Oh, okay, and here's a blank upgrade. So we'll stick that over here so that we know that that's going to be later for our stuff. But we need one more pearl. I'll stay awake a little bit tonight and we'll see if perhaps we can get an Enderman to spawn, and once we see one we can go out after him. It'll also work if they spawn and the golems knock them around a bit. Usually you can tell if an Enderman's around because they make a little glow and they beam around, so I won't spend a lot of time on this, but we'll try a little bit here tonight and see if anyone decides to show up. I've got some skeletons. It's very hard to see the screen right now, and I don't know why. It's like my eyes are... Ugh. I need one more pearl. Give me a pearl. I wonder if I can buy pearls somewhere. Is that an Enderman? That's an Enderman. Okay, let's sleep and then we'll go out after the Enderman. No guarantee I can get him, but hopefully. Now I gotta remember where I saw him at. He was standing over here. I don't want to fight the skeletons and I don't want to fight creepers. What I wanted to fight was the Enderman, but I'm not seeing him. I saw him there briefly. Was that him just now? Or was I seeing things? I think we've lost out on our opportunity for our Enderman. There's some drops over here. We'll pick them up. These guys have been killing some things. We've got a skeleton, more skeletons. Where did you go, Enderman? Creepers, of course. I mean, what would you expect? I mean, of course there's creepers. Probably more than one, knowing my luck. I'm looking for an Enderman. He just vanished. I don't know where the heck he went. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to be able to get the pearl that we wanted for the magnet, so we'll have to wait on that. I know that we'll eventually get an Enderman in time. Is there any way he could have beamed down below and disappeared? Not really. No idea where he went to. Alright, let's eat a carrot. I'm just going to ignore the skeletons that are hanging out around my area right now, and let's fill in this dirt a little bit. And then I want to get some materials, and we're going to get building. I sure wished I could have found an Enderman. It's not enough to just spot them at night. I guess you gotta go out at night and go after them, but I didn't want to do that because I'm not super, you know, super prepared to fight an Enderman right now. Let's see if there's any sign of him around here. No. No Enderman, no pearl, no what's up? Trying to look me in the eye thing, nothing of that. Alright, well, let's get to building then. We'll have to do the magnet later. I do want that magnet upgrade as soon as I can get it. I thought I had more objects here. Okay, it looks like we are short acacia wood. But that makes no sense because I had piles of acacia wood over here where we were working. And then I moved them. I remember moving all the materials. So the question is, where the heck did I move everything to? I know I put some stuff. Oh, okay, I put it here. Duh. That makes my life easier. Okay, well, let's get to building. We'll take some planks and we'll take some of these. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. And I gotta remember my design. I think it's 5. Not this one. You'd think I'd have it memorized by now, but no, that would be easy, and I don't do easy apparently. It's 3. And then we have the post sitting on the top of the 3. Who knows? We'll work a little bit late at night and maybe an Enderman will show up. Looks like we've got a couple of villagers meandering where I don't want them to be, but we can't do anything about that until we get this wall in place. You know, I have used to always have a shield on me. I used to always fight with a shield. It seemed like the only way I could survive. And ever since playing all the mods, I just don't seem to use shields anymore. Part of that is because of this whole stupid thing that the game has done, where you have to have no shield in order to lay your logs and peel your bark. Well, not lay your logs, but peel your bark, you know. Kind of made it difficult for me, so I just kind of gave up, and now I'm just kind of used to not having a shield. I know you probably need one in hardcore, but maybe I don't need one in a normal difficulty mode. I don't know. No idea if I'm doing this correctly. Pardon me. I will have to check my specifications, and I also have to keep an eye on the time. We do not want to be late. If we are late, we are going to have problems. Alright, how are we doing the windows? I don't remember. Okay, you guys, just get out of there and go somewhere else. Oh, I see, and we did another pillar in the middle because we wanted to do a slightly different design, and I kind of like that. Okay. And then I worked around it. I see what I did. A nice sturdy house design. Okay, here we go. Done. Dunsies, dunsies, dunsies. Okay. Now maybe we can figure out where this fence is supposed to go that's going to keep these guys from getting into this area and being a pain on my rear end. We also need some more fences. So let's see if we've got any extra fences lying around anywhere. Should not be too difficult. I think I can make this front entrance work. It just seems like the best way to go about it right now. Maybe I'll figure out something different later. No need to get stressed. Oh, while we're down here, let's grab some stair blocks. And I gotta remember where exactly I'm putting these stair blocks in my little design over here. Top and bottom or just top? Just top, and then I have one for the door. Oh, and we were changing the colors, I see, yeah. We decided to do that and then leave the door, but yeah, the door should have been also... Yeah, I see. Well, I'll figure out a different color pattern. Maybe edit that, maybe leave it, I don't know. I like patterns that match a little better. So what it looks like to me that we could theoretically do is we could do this. And that should prevent the villagers from being able to get out here. And I will of course have to replace these with lanterns at some point, but... Huh, he's still able to get on top from right here. Interesting. They are really desperate to just go where they want to go and not do what I tell them to do at all. Well, I'm not going to make that easy on them. I'll just do that. Okay, let's go to sleep. Actually, let's not go right to sleep, just in case an Enderman spawns. I'd like to have a chance at an Enderman again, even though they seem to disappear during the daylight and I can't find them. Just do a couple of minutes of just kind of letting it run. I don't want too many people, bad guys, bedtime patrol coming after the village or starting a zombie parade. No, nothing. Just zombies. Okay. Good enough. I don't want anybody attacking the village, so. Okay, well, they're not going to be able to get through that now, and I don't even think I need to run this much. Probably just to here. Because they don't jump, they generally speaking, they just kind of walk around. Okay, did any Endermen spawn near me? We've got creepers galore. There's one. I don't know if I can get to him in time before he disappears on me, but let's go see if we can get him. He seems to be moving around over here somewhere. Come on, Enderman. Show yourself. Where are you at? He was bouncing around out here, but now he's disappeared again. I can't move as fast as he moves, so it's hard to get at him. No, he's gone. I don't know if they just spawn after, daylight comes, or if they go underground, or what they do. I can't figure out how they operate here in the overworld. But there is no sign of him. And underground, do I see any purple sparkles? What I wouldn't do to have night vision goggles. No, he's gone. We've lost our opportunity. Let's get back to work. No idea where he is. I'm not going to hang around waiting trying to find him. So we need to get going on this. I need to check my music. It appears to have paused or stopped on me. Looks like I've got some drops here I need to pick up. I don't know what they are. Oh, fence. Okay. And then we got another drop over here. I would love to see if a golem took out a Enderman, because then I could have a free pearl that way. But no luck there. Okay, what time is it? We've got a half hour. We can go. Music. Where's my music? There it is. It looks like either our playlist stopped or something else happened. What I do not like about, I really enjoy the service of Slipstream, but I don't know if it's them or if it's just my internet, but something I've noticed is when I want to immediately go back a page and get to some different music, it seems like it has a hard time loading once I've started playing. I don't know why. It just seems to have a hard time loading for me. Future Bass, Electronica. Have we tried Electronica staff picks? I don't think we have. I don't want to heart it. I want to try it. So let's give that a play. It's probably just my internet. It's probably not Slipstream at all. It seems to work really good. It's a great service, and I really do appreciate being able to use it. It just really annoys me because I want to get right back immediately to the previous page, but it always makes me load for like 10-15 seconds. And it doesn't seem like much time, but when you're building and you're in the vibe, you don't want to be distracted, you know? You want to stay in the vibe. Alright, so what we did was on the top we had the acacia, we have single pane windows, we have stairs facing out, okay. But then on the sides we did oak planks to kind of give it a little color change, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. Although we messed up the pattern for the door, so we need to think of a different pattern for our door. And I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. We also need a door. We don't have one here. Here's some oak planks. Ooh, this one is using a sound very Enigma-like. Or at least that's what it brings to mind, which is probably what its intention is. But I like it. Cool. I'm a big fan of Michael Cretu and Enigma. We did use a acacia door, right? Not an oak door? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so let's figure this out. We need some steps. We only got a few, but we got enough here to go on the sides, I think. No, we don't quite have enough. We're one shy. But now they're not going to be able to get in there and cause me problems. It's interesting how golems can just kind of go wherever the heck they want. They're like all-terrain vehicles. You see that guy clambering over the fences like it was nothing? He's looking at me like, what are you looking at me for, huh? Just doing my golem thing. Okay, so now what we've done is, and I need to copy this all the way over and all the way through, what we've done is we've taken a little stripe and put it all the way through the building. But we stopped at the door, so my question becomes, do we want the stripe all the way around the back and the front as well? Will that look good or not? And I do not have an answer to this question, but we're about to find out. Okay. You always have to try new things. If you don't try new things, you never learn nothing. Something got dropped. I think that's going to be a potato or a piece of wheat, so we're not going to go out after that. Okay, and our final piece here. And you know what? I'm not going to go all the way around with the door because I want the frame to kind of... You know what? I'm actually going to do something completely different. I changed my mind. I want the door to be a completely different entity. I want it to be maybe a stone or something different. I don't want it to be... Could even use tough, but I don't think I'd like the looks of tough. But let's try cobble. Just a cobble entranceway, you know? Just kind of a gentle cobble entranceway. I'm not even sure I'm going to stick with the tough along the part there where you see it. I don't think I like it in there. Yeah, let's do that. And then that ties right in with all of the floor and everything else that we've got going on. It brings a little bit of that to the rest of the building. I don't believe that's the side we want the door on. Let's try this side. Yeah, that will work. Okay, and then we've got to proceed and figure out the rest of the texturing. Okay, and that will keep the villagers from getting around there and becoming a problem. So we have done a bar straight across both sides, and then we stacked our blocks on top, and then we had one more bar on the top. Okay, so we'll do that. And gonna change this back one too. I think it will look better if it's just the same kind of general areas where we've got the wood, the oak wood. I think that's gonna look better in the long run. Alright, let's see if we can do the rest of this by memory. I don't know if we can, but we can try. Alrighty. And now if we pop out of my head, well, I guess I aren't doing it totally by memory, are we? Yeah, we have a stair step that goes on the outside, and then a stair step that goes up above from there. So we just need a bunch of stairs. Opening my backpack, grabbing this, and making me a bunch of stairs. Now we know that's not going to be enough stairs, so we're just going to grab all of these planks. Well, you don't like deploying the sleeping bag here? Oh, I gotta have some water. Okay, so if we have, this is going to be covered by a stair, then more than likely this is what we're going to see. And then I am assuming, it's been a while since I built this, so I'm not 100% clear on a lot of the construction stuff. Okay, so the last one, right on top we have a small little opening. Okay, which would fit what we've got here. Yep, that will do. Okay, so I overshot. Now this one is hearkening back to the Tron, the previous new updated Tron movies soundtrack, which was done, I want to say, by Daft Punk, but I might have that wrong. Looks like Trent Reznor is going to do, he's from 9 Inch Nails, and he's going to do the new Tron movie that's coming out. He's going to be the guy in charge of the soundtrack there. And he did really good. If my memory serves, he did the soundtrack for Soul, which I thought was really a good movie and soundtrack. I enjoyed that. Parents didn't want to watch it, didn't correlate with their beliefs. Your loss. I enjoyed it. Okay, so I think, although I hesitate to say for sure, that we are getting somewhere. Although I cannot swear to that. Next question is, what did I do for the roof on the inside? Because I do not recall at the moment. We have run out of blocks. Need to put some light in here so we don't have bad guys spawning. We don't need that. Alright, the rest of that will be done up in cobble. We got to give it its windows and its front. But we're getting there. That should be good enough to keep most of the bad guys out. I should probably have stairs coming either right here. Yeah, probably right there, so you can come up onto this middle section. I'll have to do that at some point. Okay, let's see if we have any glass down below, and I will alt tab and we will look to see our statuses. Everything is looking good. Alrighty then. Main point is, you know, just keeping to the schedule. That's the main point here. You gotta keep your schedule. That's part of the discipline. If you're an athlete, you gotta exercise every day for however long you exercise every day. Consistency is key. So, same thing applies to other activities like this. Let's get some more tough. And I think we have a couple of trap doors down here. I don't think we'll be able to finish both buildings today. We'll see what happens, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It looks like we need to have more cobble, so I'm gonna have to go on a mining session at some point. So we're not going to be able to go any further than just adding these trap doors, I guess, for right now. And we'll have to call that, I guess, a day. I'll do the mining off camera because that's kind of boring work that other people don't necessarily want to see. We might get the interior done. I think that's how we like to do the trapdoor. Oh yeah, we wanted the tough stairs. We're going to put those on the front. Alrighty. Then I think in here we want to move some of our folk that are over here. I think we said that we're going to move the Fletchers in there. So that sounds like the best option as far as I can tell. Another thing we want to do, and we'll probably do that off camera as well, is we need to get my hands on some Enderman. We need the Ender Pearl, we need Enderman, so that will work. That looks good. Well, I don't know if that looks good, but it will work. I might have to change. And as far as our canopy is concerned, it was, yeah, just fences and then gates, and then we had gates holding up the inside underneath part. Start on the bottom half and we had a stripe. And that works with what we have going on here because of the sideways way we have to do stuff. Do we have any gates? We do not. Let's make some gates as quickly as we can. Gonna need, I'll just make all of these. I'm gonna probably need all of them, so. Get the first part of this. Ooh, I'm swimming. I want to get an idea for how it feels to go in and out of the building. And if I remember correctly, we're stuck on the wood wall, right? We don't have it attached to the, yeah. So this would be our entrance right here. Yeah, that will work. I can make that work. And then this is not necessarily an exit, but we use the same pattern. Although we can, to help the player understand where they're meant to be walking, we could theoretically remove the other gates, but I don't see any reason why we would need to do that right at the moment. But this is how our entrance is going to be. We will figure out something to do here to make this work better. How do we get over to here? You know, I don't know. Where's the path? Is it over there? I don't know. We got to do some terrain work for sure. Let's dump this load of wood off. We will finish the building in another stream or two. We will push the darkness and we will run back home and go to bed. And maybe we'll get lucky and have an Enderman waiting for us. I'll go look to see, but the last few times I went after him, I just could not get my hands on him. Just creepers in our bedtime patrol. Okay. So that's it for today's episode. I've got to go get ready for work. I want to thank you guys for hanging with me. I know it was a short, early stream, but I appreciate you being there. Next week, we're going to work on some iron golem farming, and off camera, I'm going to collect some cobble, develop some mines, and try to get a hold of an ender pearl. I'll try to remember to do the magnet construction on stream. I don't know if I'll finish the buildings off stream or on stream. Hello, Black Belt. You came in right at the end, but thank you for dropping by. And how are you doing, man? Let me know real quick. But I gotta go. I gotta get ready to go to work. But how you doing, man? What's going on? And thank you for joining.